How many times have you made the commitment to eat healthy, and how many times have you fallen off the wagon and just gave up on everything? I can imagine probably way too often, and you started feeling like, man, I just don't have strong willpower and I might as well just give up. No. Don't do that. Please give me just 10 minutes to show you that healthy eating can be easy, and it doesn't require a lot of time, and it doesn't require a lot of money. So let me share with you my healthy eating habits and how I do it, because I know that you can do that too. And for those who don't know me, I'm Eugenia, the host on this channel, a place where we talk about how to heal our relationship with food, how to stop binge eating and emotional eating, and understand the underlying reasons why we do that as well. Healthy eating can become sometimes quite a hard thing to do. We want to be healthy, but we have those obstacles. So I hear quite often things like, I don't have the time, eating healthy is expensive, I don't want to stay in the kitchen and cook for like hours, eating healthy is boring, and I'm sick of eating dried chicken breast and broccoli. I totally get it. I hear you, and I know that can be done differently. So let's get started. So what do I do? First of all, shop only once a week. Sometimes we tend to go a few times to the supermarket because we didn't do a full shop like on a Saturday or on Sunday. And then we tend to spend too much money and too much time doing that. So my tip is shop only once a week so that you get the whole shop. You don't need to go to the supermarket over and over again. And you're also going to buy only what you need. So next tip is write a shopping list, because then you're going to follow and buy only what you need, instead of when you go to the supermarket a few times without a shopping list, then you end up buying something else as well along the way, right? I don't know about you, but sometimes I know I bought everything else apart from what I thought I needed as well. So don't do it. Tip number 3 is shop for sales. Guys, there are a lot of specials or on sale at the supermarket. We don't need to buy when it's most expensive. I know that it's very, very annoying, but those flyers that are just filling up your mail box, they can be quite useful. So grab them out, have a look what's actually on special on that week. And there are sometimes vouchers and coupons that you can use for the supermarket as well. So it's another way to save money too. And the other day, I actually went to a veggie shop, and instead of going to the supermarket to buy my vegetables, I got full 2 bags of vegetables for $20, and I had absolute, like, the week is over and I still have so much food in my fridge. So if I had that at the supermarket, I probably would have paid 15 New Zealand dollars. So I saved a lot of money here as well. So go to the veggie shop, go to a butcher. If you eat meat, that's where you can buy cheaper as well. Tip number 4 is to pre-cook as much as you can. That way, again, it saves you time. You don't need to cook them every night from scratch. And also, you will have healthy options available, because sometimes when we don't have anything available, we tend to grab for something that's not healthy, right? So, but you don't need to cook all meals on a Sunday and then freeze them and eat them every day the same. You don't need that. In a video that I'm going to, you're going to be able to see it up there, and I'm going to share the link below as well, where I share with you how you can cook healthy in a flexible way, how you can prepare food where you don't prepare the entire meals, you prepare the ingredients. That way you can eat flexibly and can choose what to eat with the ingredients that you have as well. So check it out. And tip number 5 is adding more greens to your meals. Why? Well, because greens have less calories and they bulk up your meals, right? Like broccoli, like kale, like cauliflower, where you can add that to your meals and you will have more, right? So it will fill up your stomach without adding a ton of calories as well. Another tip is to add spinach to your smoothies, for example. That way you get all the nutrients, you get vitamins, and it bulks it up and it's going to keep you satisfied for longer too. Tip number 6 is choose food right from the source. I love eating food that doesn't have any ingredients list. Things like, I don't know, if it's protein, for example, if you eat meat or fish. Protein source, lentils, beans, chickpeas, right? They don't have ingredients list. Some grains, quinoa, buckwheat, brown rice, for example. So as much as you can, choose foods that don't have an ingredients list. So basically foods that are not packaged up. Sometimes it's very hard to avoid foods that don't have any ingredients list. So what I do is I always look at the ingredients list and look at to keep it minimum. So 2 to 3, maybe maximum 4 ingredients. But it also depends on what it is. So I always look at what's an ingredients list because they do add a lot of sugar and additives and colors and preservatives. And if you can avoid that, then avoid that. And my personal rule of thumb, if there is something that I don't know what it is, and if I can pronounce it, stay clear from it. Tip number 7, don't be afraid of fat and add fat to your meals, to almost all of your meals. Why? Because it will keep you satisfied for longer. If we don't get enough fat, then we will crave sugar or carbs. And that's something that you can do if you feel like after a meal, in particular at nighttime, if you had your meal and you're actually full but you're still craving food, then add a little bit more fat and you will experience less sugar cravings too. It is really essential that we get enough fat. It's important for our hormones, it's important for our brain functions. So please don't be afraid and enjoy butter, ghee, avocado, full cream yogurt, full cream milk, and just enjoy. It's yummy. Tip number 8 is to keep your diet balanced. So balanced diet. Add carbohydrates, fats, protein, veggies to your meal. So don't cut out certain food groups because that's not going to last and you can't maintain it and your body will crave food as well. So that's another way to stop craving binge eating as well, okay? And if you would like to know what does actually balanced diet mean, well, I actually wrote a balanced diet book where I'm sharing with you exactly what balance means, how much you need to eat of what, when, and how to eat. So the link is below. Check it out. Well, after all these points, you probably think, well, great, Eugenia, I get that, I understand, but where do I start? Well, where do you start with one meal, guys? What is the one meal that you feel like would be the easiest to start with? Maybe you're skipping breakfast, so start with breakfast. Add maybe healthy breakfast, maybe eggs, maybe some porridge, maybe oats overnight, or maybe homemade cereal. By the way, it's on my blog post now, a new recipe, healthy homemade cereal. Link is below. Check it out. So if it's breakfast, maybe it's dinner, or maybe it's lunch. Maybe you're eating too many takeaways for lunch, or buy lunch at work. You can use the leftovers from dinner and bring it with you. So just choose one meal that you can do differently or better and then start with that, because that way you're going to actually stick to it instead of when we focus on changing everything and then it becomes overwhelming and then we're not going to start with anything at all. And once you sorted out that one meal, then you can move on and do more. Now a question to you, what are your healthy eating habits? Let's share with each other and let's learn from each other as well. Now, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give me a thumb up. And of course, subscribe to this channel because I'm releasing a video every Monday and you don't want to miss it out. So subscribe to this channel and I'm going to catch you for the next video. Bye.